Hello and welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to learn about chemical changes and reaction. This chapter is under ICSE Standard 9 syllabus. So let us take an overview that what all things we are going to study in this chapter. So this chapter will start from a chemical reaction, a basic concept of chemical reaction, which we have already studied in 8th standard. That if this is a chemical reaction, then what is a chemical reaction? Then what is chemical equation? Reactants, products, catalyst, promoters, the knowledge about all these terms, and after that, if the chemical reaction is happening, then what all are the indication for that? So we are going to learn about that if there is an evolution of gas, if there is a color change, if there is an evolution of heat or absorption of heat or a formation of precipitate, then all these things are indication of chemical reaction. So we are going to study this kind of indications which will show that this is a chemical reaction and one example for each. Then types of chemical reaction. What all types of chemical reaction will be there? Then so basically 4 main types of chemical reaction we are going to study in this chapter. Decomposition, double decomposition, displacement and combination. And for all this reaction we are going to study its definition, its explanation and related to each type of reaction examples. So all the examples based on this type of chemical reaction we are going to study. In this you should be thorough with molecular formulas, molecular compound, how to frame molecular formula, how to write molecular formula and how to balance. It is very important that how to balance an chemical equation. So all these things we are going to study in this chapter. Now let us first study that what is chemical reaction. So chemical reaction is a chemical change. We have studied in 8th standard a physical change and chemical change. In that we have thoroughly studied that what are the indication of chemical change and what are the indication of physical change and their characteristic property. So what is chemical reaction? It is a chemical change in which matter will changes into a new substance. So whatever matter will be there. For us here, reactants. Reactants will form a new products. So this is a chemical reaction. And when we are writing it in a molecular formula, we call it chemical equation. Then after that, indications and the types of chemical reaction. So all these things we are going to study in this chapter. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, Learn Yourself. I'll see you in next video.